Hello, hello. Can anybody hear me now? You can hear me now? Sorry, wait, can you still hear me? Because I might have just changed it back to something else. Oh no, hold on, 1 second. Oh, you can hear me? Before I change it back. Is this working? Perfect, okay. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Okay, right, let's start this again. I'll go back to what I was saying before. What I was saying was I hope it was working, but clearly it wasn't. I was also explaining this is the first time I've done a stream again in about 2 years. So if anything goes wrong, bear with me and just, let me know and I'll try and fix it. But yeah, hopefully we'll be doing more streams like this in the future as well, very soon. Today is just, we don't really know how long it's going to be. We're kind of just going with the flow of this one. We're just going to be covering, asking questions from you, what you want to see from us, what you want to see from the packs we've already released, and any questions you have about those. Also, maybe updates about COPA Gaming, which I don't know how many of you know, but that is the game studio that I'm a part of, and my co-director is going to be joining us very shortly as well. I'm just going to give a quick introduction to what we're doing, which, like I say, is, I'm going to be going through the Stealth AI Starter Pack, which is an asset pack we released recently. We'll be, answering some questions from you, showcasing it, asking you what you want to see in other packs, and then we can also just talk about other general stuff as well. I'm learning UE for maybe 5 to 6-ish years, developed twice titles for mobile and started from watching. My channel will keep growing out. Thank you very much, that means a lot. Last time I was live was back in 2021 on the Game Jam. Yeah, okay, so it's 3 years, not 2 years. Yeah, wow. See what I've missed on the chat. Where everyone's from. Cool. Okay, right. I'll probably join Oshan again now. Oshan, can you hear me?
Yes, mate.
Perfect. Right, everyone in chat, can you hear Oshan okay as well? Can you ask questions about game developing, or is this strictly asset packs? We're mainly focusing on asset packs, but you can ask questions about anything you want, really. But I will be doing further streams in the future as well. We can do more specific about game development and tutorials and stuff like that. Cool. Okay, so Elshan, do you want to just maybe give yourself an introduction to yourself and what you're doing COPA Gaming?
Thank you. There's a bit of a delay for me, so I'll keep it short. Yeah, so I'm a director with Matt in COPA Gaming. It's really weird to be on Matt's channel, especially with this accent. But yes, we're COPA Gaming, and we're really grateful for all of you to come join us here today. So we're just going to give an introduction into the Stealth AI Starter Pack, which is our current marketplace asset on the Unreal Engine marketplace. So big thank you to everyone who's already purchased and left a review. It really does mean a lot to us. We thought we'd take this opportunity really to dive into some key features of the pack at first, as well as then looking into any other Q&As you might have for Matt. I'm here to read the comments while Matt is multitasking. So I'm here as moral support and also the comment reader. So I've been promoted from director of COPA Gaming, co-director of COPA Gaming, to Matt's comment reader. So I'm really glad to be here. So yeah, I guess we'll just dive straight into it, Matt, if that's all right, mate.
Yeah, let me just switch
what we'll
screens.
do. Switch screens. Here we go. It's getting serious now.
I know. There we go. Okay. Cool. So here we are in the actual asset pack as well. So when you download it and open it up, this is what you'll actually see. So I guess we'll just start off with a quick showcase of what the asset pack actually is. So let me just quickly get what I need up. So the Stealth AI Starter Pack is the first asset pack we've actually released. I have already released a video on it, which you may or may not have seen. But essentially, it's going to give you access to dynamic and fully customizable AI systems, such as patrol, sight, and audio detection. We've also got chase with music and much more, and we are planning on adding a lot more to this in the future as well, based on stuff we've already thought of and also suggestions from you guys as well. We've had some suggestions already based on people who have used it and said we could really do this, and we are going to continue updating it and adding to it. I do also just want to say one thing which I've been made aware of today. For some reason, Epic Games hasn't fully updated it to the latest version we've got. So that's something I'm going to be working on with Epic Games to get that fixed. However, if you need the latest update to fix something that you've got, I'm more than happy to send over the fixed version if you can obviously prove that you've paid for it as well. But yeah, so this is the Stealth AI Starter Pack. Oshin, if you've got any questions, I think you had some questions you wanted to ask to kind of direct the flow of this, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And so how it'll work, I'll ask some questions really just to get the basics covered. But if you've got any questions at the moment in the chat about the Stealth AI Starter Pack, specifically, we'd love to hear them, because yes, this is the first pack, and we want to make it the best it can be for you guys. So any questions or concerns, just pop it in the chat. So I guess let's start at the beginning. So I guess really for those who haven't heard of it yet, what is the Stealth AI Starter Pack? Like, what can we expect from it?
Yeah, so the Stealth AI Starter Pack does what it says on the tin. If you want Stealth AI within your game, this is the perfect place to start. So as I mentioned, we've got Patrol, Guard, and Search. So if I press G here to show some of this, you can see here we've got some patrol paths. So we have one blueprint in which you can place it in and create multiple different patrol paths. We'll go over this more detailed later, but you can see this is the one blueprint here. You can set up all the different details and move it about and assign an AI to that path. We've also got Guard, which does what you think. It stands in one place, or it will go to a specific place and then stand there. And then also, we've got the Search, which will just search in a random area which you define. And then obviously they will they will chase the player if they find them, with chase music as well. And then when they lose sight, they'll go back to doing what they were doing before too. Is it just a large blend of stealth and AI tutorials you've made on your channel, or is there stuff you haven't covered? It's both. So there's some stuff which I have covered on my channel, for example, chase with music, but there's some other stuff which I haven't covered. So for example, this patrol path blueprint here, which is all in one blueprint, that I haven't covered. So this is specific to just this pack as well.
There's another question here, Gordon.
Yeah.
Is the starter pack made on an event graph or branch tree method?
It's using behavior trees and blackboards instead of event graphs. As that is, we found that to be a much more efficient way for what we need to do with this.
My thoughts exactly. But yeah, so Abdullah, hopefully that answered your question. Please follow up if you want to ask any follow-up questions. Another question is, are we going to add such things as EQS or smart objects if we haven't already, Matt?
We haven't at the moment. However, I have thought about adding it in for some stuff. Not decided on yet, but obviously, like I say, we're open to adding in more things if people think that's needed or wanted. So yeah, we haven't at the moment, but we are open to the idea of it.
Cool. And while we just let the other questions come in, so who is this pack aimed for? Like, what kind of developer and what stage would you say is this pack ideal for?
Yeah, so it's kind of any stage of development. Ideally, when you're starting out on your AI, but this could be coming in to just add on to your AI as well. And it's also for kind of any game you want. Games I've kind of got in mind is stuff like, Far Cry, there's some stealth in that, or Hitman or Assassin's Creed. If you want to make a game similar to that with your stealth systems, this is then perfect for you.
Cool. And Craziest Chapter has just asked blueprints or C++, but do you want me to answer that?
I think you know the answer to that one. Yeah, this is all blueprints. Yeah, and it's all the code is all commented nicely and easy to expand upon as well, or easy to change things if you want to make it more specific to your game as well. as we know, obviously you don't want it to look exactly the same as everyone else's, so you can very easily change this and understand what it's doing too.
I think it'd be cool to potentially go into some of the key features now, Matt. One of the key features, as you mentioned, is the Patrol AI. I just wondered if you can just give us a quick overview of the Patrol AI and its features there.
Yeah, so the Patrol AI, as I briefly touched on, we have this one blueprint here. Let me delete that and I'll add a new one here. You can drag in this one blueprint, which is BP Patrol Point. Then you can set up all the details you want. So, for example, the arrow size, which is just this here. This is just dev stuff. So you can make it bigger and smaller if you wanted. Same with the text. And you can also change the text color. So each path will have a different color so you can more easily identify them. So this one will be a nice blue. Then you can also change what the index of this path is. So I'm going to set this one to an index of 65, as I know that's not one I've used already. And the order is -1, and that will stay like that until we refresh it, which I'll go on in a minute as well. So we'll just put this where we want it to be, and the order will update automatically, but in the order that we place them in. So we have this first one here. If we hold on left alt and then drag out, we can duplicate it so it keeps all the same details, and this will be the next point, and we can duplicate it again and again until we make the path that we want. So you can see we're just making this path down here like this, and it will loop round here. All of these still say order -1, so the next thing you want to do is open up the master patrol point blueprint, which I already have placed in a level, but you want to make sure you do have this in the level and only one, so it's the patrol point master component. On this you can just tick refresh here, and you can see here now we have order 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, so the AI will walk around the patrol path in this order. Then to have an actual AI go on it, you just want to drag in the AI. Make sure you set it, the AI type, to patrol, and then you want to set the patrol path index down here to the same as the path you just made, which for me was 65. And now if I were to simulate this so we can see it working, you'll see it's going to walk between these different points here. So it went to this one first, which is at the end, and then it's going round. I believe that just does that on the first go round. This is obviously something, we find these different tweaks that you then change about. But yeah, these are different things. So this is how basic it is. It's just one different blueprint which will work. It's going around this path, as you can see, like so. And that's how easy the patrol one is to do.
Nice, thank you. My question is, did you watch your own tutorials to make this?
I didn't actually, no.
Unbelievable,
I know,
unbelievable.
I know.
We've got some things in the comments about referencing the Batman Gotham Knights and Arkham games in terms of the stealth.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see what question for the community here really is, what about those games would you like to see us sort of replicate in this stealth pack? Because I love Batman, so
yeah.
What about the Arkham game stealth is cool in that you'd like to see us replicate it? Because part of this conversation really is to find out, isn't it, about what we can do to make this pack even better going forward with updates. So yeah, let us know in the chat if what about the Arkham Knights games you'd want us to sort of replicate. And also Assman's going to make Hitman 6. He says he's not, but I think he's I think that's a yes. So we've got Simple Epic who's asked, have you followed any data oriented design such as data tables, primary data assets, etc.?
At the moment, we've not had a need for data tables or anything within this. However, obviously, if it comes up and we need it, then we will, because we are making this as efficient as possible. For example, like we're using behavior trees and stuff as well.
Nice. And does the AI detect sounds or hits as if they get hit, it turns and starts attacking? That's a question from Asmund. Sorry if I've butchered that. Please tell me I'm doing that wrong.
So it doesn't detect hits at the moment, as that's, there's not combat in this. However, that is something that we want to look at adding in the future. So, takedowns from behind, dragging the body, a basic combat system like that, and obviously hitting them will cause them to detect you. And sound detection is in this as well. So, for example, if you were to throw a rock, or if you're running or anything like that, they will hear that and then they will go over to that sound.
Cool, cool, cool. So we got a comment here saying it's funny how Matt used blackboards instead of blueprints because I feel like Matt is known for running blueprints.
Yeah, when I'm doing AI tutorials, I normally do blueprints. Yeah. The reason why this is in blackboards is because it's just a much larger AI system. It just made a bit more sense to do it in blackboards, and that's kind of more of the industry standard method as well.
Cool, cool, cool. And Seminai Games has said, "Hey Matt, love your videos. Recommend them to new devs." Well, thank you on behalf of Matt.
Yeah, thank you very
So I'm
much.
saying thank you, mate. Yeah. And then they've asked one question, and I guess this is something that when we open up more generic questions later, is
Yeah.
if we could do an infinite procedural room generation tutorial or series. That's a good good question.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do the next live on it.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting.
No pressure, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd be happy to look into that though, because that would be a good video or series to make. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. And you touched on it briefly, but Go Off 2013 has said stealth takedowns, enemy shooting at you, random enemy dialogue. That's quite interesting. What do you mean by enemy dialogue there in terms of how they react to the player potentially? Go Off 2013, let us know there. But yeah, we really appreciate your inputs on this one. Really. We've got another one from Abdullah saying, did you link AI with game difficulty? Like, is AI more cautious, search more when in hard game mode? That's potential. I don't believe that's in the pack right now, is it? But it could be a good one to look at.
That's not in the pack now, but that's a good idea. Yeah. It's like we were saying earlier, a point of this is finding out what you want, because that's how we can make the best pack, is doing what you guys want. So any questions like that, that's perfect. Yeah.
Nice. We've got some tutorial requests for a free flow combat system, like Batman Arkham. Well, maybe we'll do a free flow combat system as our next. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
So Yanni or Jani, please correct me there. Music Shorts, thanks for your question. Is it modular in terms of using certain aspects or elements instead of all the features?
Yeah, so as I was kind of touching on earlier, it's built in a way that it's very easy to customize it for what you want. So if you want to use everything or just some parts, or if you want to modify those specific parts, you can do that as well. And if you're struggling to do something like that, you can join our Discord server and message us in the Question Hub channel, and we're more than happy to always help out whenever and with whatever. But yes, you can modify it like that.
Cool. Hope that answers your question, Jani or Yanni. Yeah. So Goff 2013 has said if we run in front of them and they run away, they go, "It came from over there. I'm sure of it." Or so it's dynamic dialogue.
Right.
Reaction. Yeah. So that'd be quite good.
Yeah. That'd be good.
And if you join our Discord, and we'll happily take volunteers for voice acting there. But please, yeah, that's a cool little element to add. I think to add to that extra immersion, which would be quite cool actually. But yeah, I mean, so I guess the next thing really, Matt, obviously is the patrol AI. We've done that.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in a bit more about the guard AI, which is obviously another key feature of the pack.
Yes.
If you don't mind just taking us through that and how that works.
Sure. Yeah. So these here are two examples of guard AI. So I'll get a new one in as well just to show it. So if you drag in an AI, what we can do is go over to him, and then on the right here you can get the AI type, set it to guard, and that is all you need to do. Immediately this is now a guard AI. You can then, under here, you've got guard post. You can either use current position or have a guard post position. So if I tick use current position and then simulate, he's just going to stand there and not move unless he detects the player, and then he'll go chase the player. If he loses sight of the player, it will just come back to this specific guard position here. If you don't tick use current guard position and then you set a guard post position here, they'll spawn in wherever you put them and then walk to that specific position. So for example, if I just take the location of this AI instead, because I want him to move up here, and I'll move this one out of the way, and then I set this here, so I use this guard post position, so I'm just going to paste that in there. Now if I hit simulate, you'll see this is going to move over to be in that guard post position there instead. So this could be useful if you he's got stuck there. This is just an issue with the nav mesh in this level.
What a guard! Top quality guard.
That's just the nav mesh in this level. But like I was saying, so for example, if you've got maybe a barracks or somewhere where the AI spawn in your game, but you don't want them to guard there, this is then going to be perfect for that as well.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to see, if possible, just touching on that, Matt, if you don't mind opening some of the blueprints behind some of those functions, just to give us an idea of what your thinking was behind that, really, and just to give us a look under the hood
Sure.
about that.
Yeah. So I'll give you a quick look at like this AI, for example. So you can kind of see all of this is nicely clean and commented, so you know what it all does, and you can come in and change anything that you want as well. I obviously don't want to zoom too far in and leak it all, so you then just copy it. But you can see here it's all nicely commented and very clean. And then again, all the folders are the same, so you've got the different behavior trees here as well, and the tasks in those behavior trees too. So you can come in, modify anything you want, take anything out, add anything extra in. It's all nicely and easy to do.
Nice, nice. I'd like to take full credit for all of those blueprints, and if you want to learn anything from me, Matt, in the future, you just ask, okay?
Will do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we've got some more key features as well, because this pack is just packed with key features. Man, it's crazy. So the guard AI and patrol AI is great, and again, thank you for those in the chat that have said, like, the dynamic dialogue reactions is a really cool way of doing things, and any feedback and suggestions like that, we'd be really grateful for it. So there's a search AI function, isn't it?
Yes.
A feature, sorry. So talk to me about that and how that's sort of made up.
Yeah, so this at the moment is one of the most basic features. If we drag in an AI, simply its default is search, and then it will simply just walk about randomly searching for the player. This is something we've also had feedback on of different ideas that we're going to work on. For example, having them search just one specific area, or search in different groups. So you have one group of AI searching for a specific player, and another group of AI searching for a different specific player. So again, this one is more basic. However, we are looking at expanding on it as well. But you can see it's here, just walking about randomly. If it sees a player, it will chase them. And then when it loses sight, it will just go back to randomly searching the area as well.
Nice. And I think as well, those the mannequins, the guard mannequins, can you just quickly zoom in on one of the chests, please?
Yeah.
And just show the chat our pathetic attempt at an Iron Man. A COPA man. So not only do you get Matt's amazing work with this this blueprint, you also get these weird little red dudes. So so we've got another question here from Abdullah. So does the AI play any animation when they lose sight from the player, or something like this, when the AI hears a sound at location? Well, I know the question for this, because the first time I played this, when you sent it, oh my god, talk about jump scare. I just wasn't prepared at all.
Yeah. So at the moment, there's no animation or anything. However, when they see the player and fully detect them, so start chasing, there is a voice line or sound effect that is played so that you do know it. But we haven't got animations in here at the moment, purely just because of finding an animation that we can actually share, because obviously different licensing for different animations and everything. But obviously in the future, if we find something that we can use for this, then we'll obviously do that as well.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Could you play the sound or not? That probably won't come through on chat, no?
I can have a see. It might go off quite a few times, because see, there's one there.
It's just happened again. I'm sorry for everyone. It's just.
So yeah, see, he was detecting me. So that's another thing we're just showing here as well. Is there is a detection meter bar. So similar to Hitman and Far Cry, when they start detecting you, they will have a bar above their head, as you can see there. When it's filled, they will start chasing you, and you can see he turned around and stopped detecting me, so he didn't fully see me. But if we walk in front of him and stay in front of him, let's just go in front of this guy here. When he does fully start detecting me, he's going off quite a lot now, he will start chasing me, as you can see there, and the chase has also started. I doubt I'll be able to escape them because I've got so many, but you can see the idea. Oh, there's another one there. So I'm going to stop that because we're just getting spammed with noises now. But you get the idea there. So if you've ever played like Hitman or Far Cry, you know the detection bar, and I think I have done a video on something similar to that as well. So if you've seen that, you also get the idea.
And thank you so much for playing those glorious sounds again.
No worries.
Definitely not scarred by the constant, huh? Hey! constantly being chased by a cop from the 70s. Hey, stop there, dude. Uh, so yeah, you touched on the detection bar there. So obviously, as detailed here, really is there's sight detection and noise detection, right? But
Yes.
the noise is player defined, is dev defined, right?
Yeah, so you see here at the moment, all it is you press H, you whistle, and that will just distract them. So the AI will go towards the noise that they heard. But you can do this for anything. So you can add it onto footsteps. So if the player's running, the AI will detect that. Or if the player throws a rock, for example, into another bush, that will distract the AI so they walk into that bush. The player can sneak around them, or anything along those lines, really. And yeah, this is player defined, so you can do that for whenever you want. So it doesn't have to be every noise is detectable. But you can also have any noise you want is detectable. No, that's not me voicing those, unfortunately.
Boo, boo. I think we all need to petition for Matt's voice to be the guard AI in this. 'Cause that would be amazing. And rest assured, we will work on that and get that sorted because that's really what people want, Matt. That's all they want.
Yeah.
So coming from the detection bar, then we've got the chase function. So
Yeah.
if you don't mind, just walking us through a bit of that and just how it's built and how importantly how customizable is it?
Yeah, so the chase at the moment is, as you saw with the detection meter, if I also click on one here, you can see that there's detection time. So this, by default, will take 5 seconds to fully detect the player after they've seen them, and they have to be constantly seeing them. So if they go around a corner, or if you go around a corner, they have 5... that's a different thing. So if they go around the corner, they still have to be able to see you in order to detect you, and that is the time there. So it's 5 seconds, and the search time, which is 3 seconds, is something different, and that is where if you go around the corner, they have an extra 3 seconds of not being able to see you. So they have to see you for 5 seconds, and they have 3 seconds leeway, because obviously if in real life you walk around the corner when being chased, the person chasing you doesn't just go, oh, where have they gone? They still know you've gone around that corner, so that is kind of how we factored that in for the AI as well. And once they do start chasing you, as you heard, the chase music starts as well. If another AI starts, it's not going to double that music. It will, just add on to that. It will say another AI is chasing you. Once an AI stops chasing you, the music won't stop unless all AIs are no longer chasing you. So you can have multiple AI in one chase at once without it kind of messing up the whole code. And the music, you might not want it. You can remove that, and you can obviously change it as well, because it's, at the moment, just some copyright-free music. So you can change it very easily, or you can remove it, anything you want. It's a very nice, easy, simple system to use. And obviously, detect immediately here as well is also, so you don't have to have the detection time. It's if the AI sees you, they will immediately detect you and start chasing you. You also have chase speed and walk speed underneath this as well. So by default, they're walking at 150 centimeters a second. And if they start chasing you, it will be doubled to 300. You can very easily just change that here, and because it's in this tab here too, you can change all of these for each individual AI. So this AI might detect you quicker and run faster than this AI over here, or the other way around. Or this AI might detect you immediately, whereas this one takes a lot longer, or this one or any up here take longer because they're technically further away. Anything like that, it's very easy to customize.
Cool. And speaking about multiple AIs, we've got a question from Abdullah. You're asking about how much AI can a game level handle? Isn't it expensive in terms of hardware usage, or what's the limit of a level you'd suggest?
So that's kind of very dependent on your own system and the systems that you are, planning on people playing this on. At the moment, you can see I've got about 20 in this level, and it's running perfectly fine. And there's many different ways of optimizing it as well, so you wouldn't want to have all AIs loaded in at once in one level, so you might just have 20 AI loaded in around the player at once. And I can work on adding in easier ways to optimize it, because a lot of those are kind of stuff that you do externally anyway, based upon your own game and your own system and the systems you're developing for. And obviously if you want any help with that, we can help in the Discord server as well. But yeah, I've done it so it is very optimized already. They're all kind of sharing stuff, so it's not loading in too many times.
Cool. I hope that answered your question, Abdullah. We've got Mr. Quetty here. I think Matt can go and voice over games or films if developing will start to be boring for him. My next question really is: there a voiceover career for Matt Asplant?
I mean, if we need some extra income coming in, then I can always go do that. Go do voice
Glorious.
acting.
Thank you, Mr. Quetty. Look at that. You've achieved greatness there. We've got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got him. So yeah, that's really cool. And I think as well, like, the main thing we're trying to get across here really is that these packs that we're trying to make as Copper Gaming are speaking directly to your audience and to the developer community that follow your tutorials. Really, we're trying to make packs that speak directly to them. Would you say that, Matt?
Absolutely, yeah, which is kind of why we want to get all your questions and feedback on this so we can cater it to you. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you're going to be 90% of the people that are buying this pack, so it should be catered to what you guys want and what you guys think and what is, you think is going to be good for this. So a lot of the ideas we've had so far for an update we've already done and for future updates have come from people who've already bought it, like yourselves, or people who want to buy it and say, this is what I think would be an extra benefit into it as well.
Exactly, and as Matt said, really, whoever buys the pack, really, it really helps to support our dev team and Copper Gaming to help make more packs, really. Which comes on to my next question for those watching. Really, is what kind of packs would you like to see come out from Copper Gaming? We've got a roadmap of packs that we're currently working on with our team. However, we're always looking to make assets that could potentially make your lives easier going forward as well. Are there other Oh, we are. We just had a question saying, are there other packs planned as well, like an RPG pack or a space shooter pack, for example? I mean, there are other packs planned as well, and we're currently working with our team in Copper Gaming to deliver those soon. None of which are an RPG pack yet or a space shooter pack, but if that's something that potentially we feel as if could help you on your dev journey, then we'd be all for that, really. So, there's a link to our Discord in the Stealth AI pack as well as on the UE marketplace. So where we take all sorts of questions, really, and take feedback, really, because we just want to keep making things that everyone can enjoy and can learn from, really, I guess, because every pack we do, guess what? There'll obviously be a tutorial on Matt's channel about it. Pretty shock. Breaking news. But yeah, so anything like that, really. And I'd probably like to open the questions up, really, then, while we've got Matt here live. If there's any other questions, really, you'd like to ask Matt specifically about game dev or about Copper Gaming, now's your chance to ask. And yeah, hopefully Matt will have some answers for you before he becomes a huge voiceover recording sensation.
Yeah, my next endeavour.
Exactly. We need to see how AI can replicate your voice, because it can do that quite a lot, couldn't it? Can you imagine?
Oh no, be out the job.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I can teach AI to speak Welsh in your accent. I think that'd be good, right?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah,
what
that'd be
can
good.
go wrong there?
No.
What can go wrong there? But yeah, so I guess, the Stealth AI pack really is there to be customized. It's there to do exactly that, isn't it, Matt? Really is a starter pack, so that devs can take it and just make it their own, right?
Yeah.
They can really run with it, and it's not just for a really specific game. It can be used for multiple different versions and various different scenarios that require a stealth aspect. Would you say that's right there?
Yeah, exactly. And even if it's just a small stealth aspect in your game, this can still work because of obviously how customizable this is. You can make it very, very stealthy or not really that stealthy at all. So if you only just want to use one of these features, for example, the patrol or the chase or just the noise detection, anything like that, this is still perfect for that too.
Cool. We've had a question about can you make more playing community games videos?
Yes, of course I can. Yeah. It's been a while since I've made one of those, actually, hasn't it? But I could maybe make a video or live stream one so we can get through a bit more as well. But yeah, I can definitely continue making some more of those videos.
Have you got a memorable community game video community game that you've played, Matt, off the top of your head?
Um,
Or are they all amazing?
all amazing, yeah,
There you are.
yeah. No, I've
God,
got
that's a politician answer.
I've got a terrible memory.
So we've got a question about cover AI.
Yeah,
If the player starts shooting and they go into cover, so that sort of asks two questions really. Is that A, are we planning on adding some sort of combat system where the player can shoot at the guards, and
yeah.
B, can the guards react to that and use the cover and for their advantage really
Yeah.
as part of this?
I mean, that would definitely be something great to look into more, because one of the next major things we want to look at is a basic combat system. In my mind, that was mainly just, hand-to-hand combat. However, it could also include being shot at as well, or you shooting at them. So yeah, we'll definitely look into doing something like that, because that would be very interesting. Yeah.
Cool. And Mr. Credity's asked about maybe more 2D packs, which is quite interesting. What can you tell me about working in a 2D environment in Unreal, Matt? What do you think? What do you think to that? Is it
Yeah.
a lot different to consider, or?
I've not done it much. What I'm about to say might not be a popular opinion, but when I've done 2D, I've done it in Unity rather than Unreal. However, that was also 4 or 5 years ago. So I've not done too much 2D in Unreal. I have done a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it'd be something interesting to look into, maybe. We can look into doing some more of that.
Yeah, it's a cool aspect to get. I wonder
Yeah.
how different, the process really is. It
Yeah.
probably is quite different, really.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah. So Chris is asking, will we still be reviewing other marketplace systems or not anymore now that we're opening our own products on? But I would say that definitely yes, we'll be looking
Yeah.
at reviewing the other ones, right?
Yeah, I'll still be looking at doing some of those marketplace review videos. I slowed down on them a little bit because there were some people complaining that I was doing too many too quick. But yeah, no, I'll still definitely be doing them. It's not just like I'm making my own marketplace assets now. It's just me. I'll still be doing it to everyone. Like, I still do the free stuff every month and all that stuff. Because, I mean, one thing I love about the gaming industry and Unreal and all that is the community is just helps each other and supports each other. And that's what I love doing, is showcasing loads of, your games or new asset packs, free asset packs, whatever it is, to just... Because I've got this big platform, this big audience, so I do love being able to share that with everyone else as well who doesn't have a platform like that but does deserve to still get the recognition for, what they're making.
Absolutely, and I echo that really from our experience in COPA Gaming working together. Really is seeing how supportive all game devs are of each other is just so refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's absolutely wild actually. So yeah, and the best thing about the marketplace is just there's such amazing stuff on there, and the free for the month stuff. When you see the discount you get, and you're like,
Yeah.
surely this is illegal.
Yeah, it's like $500 a month of just free stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, thank you for your question, Chris. I appreciate that. And yeah, I think it's something that we'd love to carry on with. We, as I said, really in Copper Gaming, we've all got assets. We've got assets in the pipeline that we're hopefully going to release within the next couple of weeks. But as always, we'd love to take feedback and suggestions from the community as to what packs that could help make your lives easier, because that's ultimately what we're trying to do, is create these packs that can just help people along in their dev journey a little bit more.
Definitely.
Is Gorka Games part of your team? I'm not really sure.
He isn't. No, I haven't actually spoken to him before. I've spoken to quite a few other YouTubers in the Unreal space, but I've not spoken to Gorka Games before. No.
I mean, we're always nice to make new friends, isn't it?
Yeah, always open to talking to people, but yeah, no, he's not actively part of our team.
So yeah, so we're really looking forward to potentially releasing the next pack ASAP. And I don't know if Matt's going to kill me now, but I'm going to say I would say our packs will not only be focused on blueprints. It'll be focused on a lot of art packs as well, environment, character packs, and just we really want the Copper Gaming Store to be a source of you know what's the word, Matt? What's the English word? I'm a Welsh speaker. I can't think of it.
High quality, useful assets.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to
Yeah.
say. So yeah, we really want the Copper Gaming Store to be full of assets that people genuinely need, rather than assets we think people need.
Yeah.
And it really does help us out in the studio. Really, it helps us grow our team. It helps us make really cool things, and it also helps us towards our journey of making the department as well, which is the game that we're all currently working on, the police detective game. So everything does go back into the dev process, which is what it's all about, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, exactly. So, we're still working on the department. I don't know, I haven't spoken about that for quite a while, actually, I don't think, publicly. Other than on, like, LinkedIn and stuff, but I don't know how many people are on there. But yeah, they're still actively working on that. Doing stuff like this is helping us, like Oshan said, helping us build up the team and supplement the team so we can continue working on our bigger game, and just, building up our studio.
Yep. Schem, again, that's the thing with YouTube names, isn't it? I'll say it, but I'll probably say it wrong. But Skeme Kos, I say it in Welsh. Just got the Stealth AI starter pack and look forward to any future packs. Well, again, just to echo what we've just said, we really appreciate your purchase. It does go a long way for us in the team, and it does help us grow and carry on making really cool things as well. Abdullah's just asked a question, Matt. The behavior tree method is quite difficult to understand, rather than the event graph method in terms of making AI, but behavior tree is more manageable. Have you got anything to say on that?
I fully understand that, yeah. Because when I first started with behavior trees, I also thought, why does anyone do this? Blueprints make much more sense. However, the bigger your AI gets, it is a lot more manageable, like you say. And it is still slightly blueprints, so I'll show you one example. With the tasks, for example, that's still, a blueprint. That's obviously a basic one. But, these are still obviously blueprints that you just use within a behavior tree as well. So it can be more tricky to get your head around initially, so I can maybe look into making some tutorials on behavior trees and understanding them, how they work, and all of that as well. But yeah, I understand what you mean. So if you need any help, getting to grips with it, learning it, seeing how to modify it to work for you, feel free to just ask us questions in our Discord. Always happy to help out whenever and wherever we can.
All right. I mean, if anyone hasn't got any other questions, really, I think that's we can start wrapping this up now. I think, yeah, we really appreciate everyone who's jumped in and asked the questions. Close enough. We really appreciate you guys asking the questions and taking an interest in our pack. As Matt said, really feel free to join our Discord, where we've got a dedicated questions hub for the Stealth AI starter pack, as well as everything else that you can ask Matt questions directly about anything game dev in the general chat as well. And yeah, your support is hugely appreciated, and thank you, Matt, for letting a strange Welsh accent on the channel. I think if someone's just tuning into this YouTube channel right now, and they just hear me speaking, they'll be like, "Matt changed." So yeah, thanks for letting me on.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Yeah, you need subtitles when I speak, but yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so we've got one more comment there. I've been following you since day one years ago. Many of us made our own game. You used to try our games and publish them here, but you stopped doing that. Please reconsider the subject. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for following. Yeah, as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, I am going to continue doing that again in the future. It just gets away from me. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been quite a while. But yeah, I will definitely continue. As I was saying, I might even do some streams of them, because if we do a stream, I can get through more games in one go as well. So yeah, I'll definitely continue doing more of them. Yeah.
And there's another one. How you guys keep your sanity levels dealing with UE5 generally? Well, I can answer that on my behalf straight away. I don't.
Yeah.
And I've got Matt on speed dial, even just to open UE5. Matt, it's doing this thing called compiling shaders. Should it do that? I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Have I broken it? So we got another one from Mr. Querty. Mr. Querty, you're on fire, man. Thanks for your questions. Main thing he wants to see is Futures full multiplayer pack, including joining through Steam friends and through the code.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Speaking of insanity, yep.
Yeah. Like I say, we'll
Well, yeah,
take
no,
on all of these
definitely.
ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we want to do. But yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to just getting any packs out there that you guys want. So if that's something that potentially could help you out, Mr. Quality, and other people, and other devs in your sort of situation, then let's do it. Let's do it. Embrace the insanity. I think I can't anymore. The insanity's gone too much in Copper Gaming. Thank goodness for Matt Aspland as our anchor, because otherwise it'll be like that meme where the person's just sitting in the room and it's on fire and it says this is fine. You're the guy that says this is fine.
Yeah.
Everyone else is it can't be seen in that picture,
Yeah.
but you're the guy that's sat there where everything's on fire around him, going, "This is fine." So.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Well, yeah, I don't know if you want to say anything to close, Matt, but from me, thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and for your interest and your questions. We really do appreciate it, and hopefully we can do more of these in the future. If you let me back, Matt.
Yeah. I'll consider it.
I've been banned.
Yeah, I just want to say as well, thanks for coming along. Like I say, it's been 2 or 3 years since I've done a stream, so hopefully this went well. We had a bit of technical difficulties at the start, my mic not working, but we fixed it. So thanks for coming along. I'll definitely be doing more streams again in the future. I mean, they're slightly better time-wise than videos sometimes for like certain types of things, like playing your games. So I'll definitely be doing more streams in the future. I also want to say thank you for 80,000 subscribers. We hit that the other day as well. So you know we're still growing nicely. So yeah, thank you. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it useful. Just showing all of this off, answering your questions, and it's been useful for us as well to get your feedback and your ideas of what you want, and what you want to see in the future, what you want to see in this pack. So yeah, it's been useful for us. Hope it was useful for you, and yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Joachim, have a good one.